Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are good. So today we'll try to understand REST inbound integration in ServiceNow. So let's get started. So here we are on the personal developer instance. So first of all, I have already told you what is REST inbound integration. Okay. So basically, inbound web services are designed to provide third parties the ability to retrieve or update the data in ServiceNow. Okay. So what inbound means, like other application make a call to ServiceNow REST API to get information or update information in the ServiceNow. So basically what will happen, request will come to the ServiceNow from another system or any third party tool, and that request will be acknowledged and response will be sent from ServiceNow to other tool. So let's try to understand how can that be implemented in ServiceNow. So here you have to type web services. So once you type web services in the filter navigator, you could see under inbound you are having apps option to create new. So you can create new here. So by inbound action from third party tool, you would be able to create any record in the ServiceNow. So basically you can send your request to the ServiceNow, and based on that request, like whatever you have requested, based on that action will be done and response will be sent from the ServiceNow. So what we are going to do is here, so we'll create incident from third party tool. Okay, so we are going to create incident into ServiceNow by using REST inbound integration, and we are going to create incident from third party tool. Okay, so let's get started. So here you can provide any web services name. So I'm going to provide sample inbound integration. Okay, and you are having this thing, copy fields from the target table. So if you click this, okay, so if you select the target table, you would be able to copy all the field. For example, incident here. So what all fields are available in the incident table? So once you click here, it will copy all the fields in the in here web service field. Okay, so for example, I am just selecting incident here. So once I selected incident, and if I have checked this copy fields from target table and I click on create, so it will copies all the fields which is available on the incident form for the this web service. So if you want to create from yourself, you just unclick it and you create it. Okay, and whatever fields you want to map in the web services, you can take it from there and you can create by yourself. So I have created without selecting it. Okay, so now here, one second, let me go back. Okay, so this one sample inbound integration we have created. This has been created, and here you can create field. Okay, so it has gone updated. So now we have not selected this copy fields from target table, so you are having access to, I mean you can create here fields for yourself. Okay, so let's create it here. So like what all fields you want to update in the incident, you can have it there. So let's select short description. You can select description. You can select state if you want. You can select category, assignment group, like whatever field is required, you can So whenever we start doing integration, we ask, first of all, we ask for endpoint, and then we ask for what type of authentication is required, and then we want fields, like what all fields you want to map in the ServiceNow. So these fields will be required by the provided by the client. So what all fields they want to map it here, you can create as per that. Okay. So here I am just giving this 4 or 5 fields. So you can map here like however you want. So I have added 5 fields. If you want to copy all the fields, you can select here while creating this web service. Okay. So it will create all the fields for incident table. Okay. So now what you have to do is you can just save it or update it from here, and you can create transform map. So I hope you are aware about the transform map, right? So transform map is nothing but transform map. What it does, it will take the data from the import set table, staging table, and it will transform or map the data into target table. Okay. So let me tell you. So this web services I have created, right? So now this all the fields are we have created, right? So this field are source field. Okay. So first, if you create any incident from the third party tool, the whatever value you are providing here, first it will come and map to these fields. Okay. And then by using transform map, we are going to map all this field into incident table, that is our target table. So this web services, this fields or this table will be act as a staging table, and our target table will be the incident table where we want to create a data. Okay. So here you have to create a new transform map. So by creating new transform map, you are able to map the data from source table to target table. You could see here, right? So source table, like what web services we have created, that table has been selected as source table. So first data will be hit here, and after that from source table to it will map to target table. So like whatever table you will be selecting, it will create a record there. Okay. So here also you can provide the same name, sample inbound. I'm just providing taste, and here you can force the mandatory fields if you want. So you can select as per your requirement. You can have run a script as well. So if you want to do any validation on this table, source table or target table, you can just use source and target object, and you can write your code. So you could see here source and target object. So this source object will be referred to the source table, that means sample inbound integration table. So that integration spelling is also incorrect. Okay, that's okay, we have just created for our understanding. And this target object will be acting on this target table. Okay. So let's select our target table. So for an example, I'm going to select incident table only. Okay. So we have selected incident table. It is not required, and you can copy empty fields, create new record on empty college field. So if these all things are required, you can do it. Okay. So here once you created this transform map, you are having option. So if you click auto map matching field, it will automatically match, like whatever label you have provided, according to that it will automatically match with the target table fields. And if you want to do it by yourself, you can click on mapping assist, and you can map it here according to yourself. So I mean, ServiceNow is having the good thing, you can direct click on auto mapping and it will map the correct fields. So here if you want to map assignment group with so this is what we have created. Okay. So we have created assignment group, category, description, state, and we have created one more short description. Okay. state. Okay, so this 5 field we have created, so you have to map it from this side. So this is quite easy. I don't need this one. I need assignment group, and then we need category. Okay, so this is also not required. You can just select auto mapping and it will be automatically done. Okay, but I'm showing you, if you want to do it from yourself, you can just do it. Sort description, and then what I need, description, and last one is category. Okay, this one. So now assignment group to assignment group, category, so this category has to go here, description has to go here, and then the sort description is state. Okay, so I have mapped like what I had created, assignment group to the target table, incident table, assignment group from incident table. So this is how you can do the mapping, and you can save it. Okay, so from next time we can just click on auto matching and this mapping will happen here. So you can set coalesce also, like I'm going to explain in my next video, if where I'll be explaining import set and transform map in my further videos. So here I'm not going to explain this what is coalesce. So yeah, so our transform mapping is done. Okay, so this has been done. Now what you have to do is you have to click on REST, explore REST API. So we are not having any third-party tool, so we'll try to test it from Postman tool, and we are testing from our REST API Explorer. So once I clicked on REST API Explorer, you could see we have been redirected to here, and our staging table name has been selected, what we have created, and this in this format API will be created, and it will allow you to interact with import set. So in my previous video I told you, in next video we'll try to understand import set also. So import set is nothing but a staging table. So first data will be hit into the staging table, and then data will be transformed from staging table to our target table. Okay, so here you could see through web services you are having option to retrieve the data, retrieve an import set, and you can insert the record. So here you can add query parameter. This all things has been selected by default. If you want, you can change it as per your requirement. Here you can add fields. So we have created 5 fields, right? These all fields are out of box or system fields, so we are not going to do anything. That will be auto populating anyways. So here whatever field we have created, you can select there and you can provide the value. Okay, so I'm selecting like whatever fields I have created, category and state. Okay, so here you can state. Okay, already we have selected. So what left? State, description, short description, category. What else? Assignment group, right? And now you can provide the value over here. So test inbound, same I am providing here, description and short description. Category you can provide, I'm providing this one, inquiry and help. Assignment group also something I need to take it from here. If it is not, if that assignment group whatever I'm entering here, that will be not available, then it mapping will be not done, because these are the reference field, so we have to take from here. And state you can have it, let's have in progress. Okay, so we are done. Okay, so once you have provided this value, the JSON in JSON format, because we had selected JSON format here for a request response. So this has been created in JSON format. Now what you can do is just you can click on send. Okay, so it has gone, I think. Yeah, so it has gone, and this APIs has been created, and our uh, we have selected post, right? So it will create a new record. So here you could see 101 status code. That means our request like record has been created, and if you scroll down you could see your record as well. So this has been created in first, it will be created first, data will be going to the import set. So this is the import set. You can go and check. Okay, see here. So this is first data has been loaded to this table, and everything you can here you can able to find out error if there is anything, and lot of details you are having here. That's why we prefer to use import set API. That is helpful because first data we can see track what all data is coming from third party tool, and here you can have validation. You can do it validation on this table. So a lot of advantage we are having to use this API, import set APIs. So that's why we prefer to use import set APIs. We do not do integration directly on the table level. Table API generally, I mean, rarely we use. We don't use it. Generally, we create import set APIs. So here you could see this is a target record. You can refresh and you can see here, or if you want you can copy also and you can check. So first one, right, this one only. So this is how you can create new record into ServiceNow from third party tool by using inbound web services inbound integration. Okay, so whatever things we have mapped, you could see all the fields has been mapped. Okay, value has been come here. Okay, and the same you can do it from Postman also. Okay, so whoever is not having access to, like, we have created this API through REST and we have provided to the customer, so they are not having access to our ServiceNow tool, right? So how can they test it? So they can use this APIs to do the outbound testing from their end. If not, if they can test it from Postman tool as well. So how can we test it? So we can provide like we have to enter the APIs and we have to select the method, and for authorization it is required. So authorization we can have, like, and for this user should be having access to web services. So there's one role called web services, so that role should be given to this user, then only that user will be able to access the API and see the data as per configuration. So let me show you. So just we are giving this APIs and authentication. This will be automatically, everything will be automatically done, nothing we have to do it. So you just have to click on send. Okay, so you can see here this incident has been created, but we have not passed any value, right? So no value would have been mapped. So let's pass some of the values. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the request body. So you have to pass in the JSON format. So you have to take the backend value of the field and you have to take the value whatever you want. So here in body, what I'm going to do is I am going to pass it. Okay, and if you want to change anything you can do it. Okay, so now let's send it and let's check which we have created. So here, like whatever default value is there, with that it has created, you can see updated by test user, but assignment group and description was not mapped because we haven't seen any value from here. So now we have created it. Okay, some error is coming. Okay, so here we have selected text, so we need to select JSON because we are passing in JSON format. Now let's send it. So this thing I have already explained in my previous video. Okay, so this incident has got created. You can check that. So see here, like whatever things we have sent from Postman tool to ServiceNow, those values are being mapped and the incident has been created. So this is how you can create any record, and you can update also, you can read page also through third party tool by using inbound action. Okay, REST inbound integration. So I hope this video is helpful to you guys. So if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel